Hey everybody, and welcome to my playthrough of Ori and the Blind Forest. I am playing this because there may or may not be a new blind playthrough coming your way very soon, and said blind playthrough kind of necessitates that I play this first. I was bouncing it back and forth in my head if I should really make a whole playthrough on this game, and I decided on yes, because why not? This game is fantastic. It is a 2D platformer, one of the more challenging ones as well, and it has a fantastic art style. It is a visual feast from beginning to end, and the story is excellent as well. It's also just plain fun, so let's go. This is the definitive edition of Ori and the Blind Forest, and there are a number of changes from the base version, although I mean, I'll cover them, but it won't matter that much since this is the version available nowadays. It's the only one. Although if you buy it on PC, you do get a free copy of the base version, just in case you want to play it, so that's pretty cool. Before we get in, I do want to mention this setting here, damage values. It's turned off by default. I've turned it on, so when you see numbers in the game, that would be why they're there. They're on there usually. The first change Definitive Edition makes, this menu screen is set at sunset instead of full daytime. And the second change, there is now an easy and a hard mode, and honestly, it's one of the more lame difficulty options I've seen in a game, because all it really does is change how much damage you take from things. I guess that makes a difference, but most of the challenge in this game comes from platforming, and not really the enemies or combat. Though they add a little bit, I guess, but still, easy doesn't make the game that much easier, and hard mode is just annoying. I played it once, and I did not really enjoy it, because I don't think this game's really built for enemies dealing a lot of damage. And then there's one life mode. Look, I've beaten Pantheon of Hallownest and Path of Pain and all that, and even I'm probably not going to touch this thing with a 10-foot pole. This is for the masochists, and only. You are definitely expected to die in this game, quite a lot, so we're just going to go without it. I cannot talk through this prologue. It needs to speak for itself. Enjoy.
Sin qual, sin quodo. Fin quadabum sol. Fin quoda indos. Dos rol iguana. Vitus partiquasta. In fuada cundi illa.
That's how it starts. The forest is dying, and we don't know why. And so we're off to see what's going on, what happened, and see if we can fix it. The spirit tree there in the background has just revived us. So with his generosity, we set out. Jumping works as you'd expect. You just press A and you can hold it to jump even higher. And this is first area, the Sunken Glades. Right away, they're giving us spikes to jump over, or thorns, or whatever you want to call them. But we have a blockade. This is the first of the game's Metroidvania elements. I had to re-record the intro, so I may not have forgotten to say, but this game has some light Metroidvania elements, and a bit of exploration to it. I wouldn't call it like a full-on Metroidvania, so don't expect, something like Hollow Knight out of it. Definitely not. It's a lot more linear than that, but still very good. Still a very good linear Metroidvania. So, alright, down here, we're moving so much faster from all the energy the tree gave us. The water's deadly, don't go in it. It's filled with, like, what look like vines and seaweed and stuff, even though it's just... What even is that? Smoke? Underwater smoke? We got a life shark, like the Easter story Vitality. These are like picking up hearts in a Legend of Zelda game. If only I had taken damage so that this was actually any good. And then, big blue thing, energy cell. You can now collect and use more energy, or in this case, you can now use energy at all. Remember that you can use energy to create a soul link and save your game by holding B to focus your soul and heal. Soul links are your checkpoints, and I just want to get this out of the way right now. If you're playing this game, I have 3 words for you that you should remember in order to enjoy this game to its fullest. Remember to save. This game will be so much more frustrating if you forget to save, because it does autosave sometimes, but not very often. Honestly, I think its sequel had the right idea in transforming and just taking away manual saves and making it all autosaves, because having to rely on the player to remember to do it can be a little weird, especially for a game like this where you're expected to die. Especially to this guy, our first enemy, this guy. Make him bump into that wall and then he's dead. Alright. That was kind of a ripoff. Found some spirit light. When you fill the donut, you get a nice glazed donut sent to your house. I screwed that up. Or you get an ability point. Less exciting. Alright, we filled up the donut quite a ways. We filled it up enough to, the icon, what the icon showed in that text box. What we got over here?
My strength is returning. I am Sign, the light and the eyes of the spirit tree. I was lost in this glen when she loosened her grip. I can guide you on your journey if you allow me to come. But be still. Can you hear that? They must have followed you here.
Sign, in addition to our companion, is also our weapon. Take that, Navi. Just spam X when you're near an enemy, and she will take care of it for you. No need to aim, none of that. Just be close to the enemy. Whenever you are close to an enemy, they will have a red glow around them. As you can see there, that indicates you are close enough to attack. And there we go. Oh, we found an energy shard. That restores energy cells.
Their lights shall return to me.
Or hang on, she's doing an impression. Their lights shall return to me.
These words the spirit tree once said. In the glade past the caverns we'll find him. There's a path up ahead.
Literally up ahead because it's right above us. Yeah, they kind of do this funky perspective thing with, even though this is an entirely 2D map, they like to show you getting closer to objects. Like the spirit tree can be seen here, but he's also up over there, so like, it is a little funky, but I get it. It's cool. Alright, let's go back the way we came. And I like this little triple jump animation that Ori has. I don't think it makes you go any higher, but it's cool. Press select to open the map, as you saw there. And we got an ability point, which creates a little explosive effect. That'll actually kill any enemies around. When you have an ability point, go to a soul link, or make one, and tap B. This will give you the ability tree, where you can use your ability points to buy one of these upgrades. There are 3 upgrade branches, and you must get all of the abilities in a branch linearly. So we can start with any of these. I think this branch is for augments for your certain abilities. This branch focuses on exploration as well as your map, or just collecting loot and 100%ing the game. And this one is more about combat. I think for a first one, I'll go with Rekindle. This is a pretty standard one. You'll get it pretty much right away. Allows reusing soul links and shortens the cooldown timer. There's a little cooldown, the little white meter around the ability point donut. That's what we're going with. That's the cooldown for placing a soul link. But you can also hold B to rekindle a soul link to save again at it for no energy cost. So that's really nice. You might want to do that if you're like, you know, backtracking through an area. If you go off to a dead-end path to collect something and then you come back upon your soul link, why not save again? Again, remember to save. Now there are new enemies here because we can actually fight them. I call this Porcuslime. It shoots these, porcupine hair... What do you call those? Needles? Porcupine needles. At you. It shoots 3 of them. I think it shoots 2 up if you die. It shoots them upwards, or sometimes shoots them right at you if it's above you. It's kind of weird. Kill them before they can hit you. Now with our new attacking ability, we can take all these out and grant us access to this.
Spirit wells are ancient structures that were used to quickly traverse all of Nibel. I'm assuming it's Nibel. I like to pronounce it Nibel. The light of the spirit wells will also replenish your strength whenever you are weary.
These are like big save points. They will recharge your energy and your health, but you could also use them to fast travel, which is a new thing in the definitive edition. This did not exist in the original, and as such, Sign's dialogue there was a little different, because you couldn't actually use them to traverse all of Nibel. You would just heal or save. If you hold the jump button while bouncing on a bounce pad, you'll bounce higher, so that's good to know. And hidden off in this area right here, you can see this glowy. It is a small spirit light container. You basically just get a burst of spirit light from this. It's worth noting that the more ability points you get, the less spirit light, the more spirit light you need to get the next one. It's just like a standard experience system. Now you can actually take out these pustules, I've always called them. Oh, hello, ability point. Well, it just killed this Porcuslime over here. Poor Porcuslime. Let's save, and let's get a new ability. I think I'll just get one from each branch, because we will be getting all of these by the end. Most pickups now float to Ori. Why not? That's really nice. I don't no longer have to, like, go all the way to them to pick it up. This block we can grab and move, but I think first, let's go on forward. It's just like a Metroidvania to want you to go left first. Metroid started it, and now it's commonplace among basically every Metroidvania ever. You found a keystone. Keystones are used to open spirit gates. Remember that each spirit gate will require a different number of keystones. Where's the spirit gate? Right here.
The spirit gate blocks us. They were built for protection before the days of decay. The required keystones must be nearby. To reach the spirit tree, we must pass the spirit caverns that lie beyond this gate.
A lot of spirits going on here. Just spirit everything. I don't exactly know what those things are, but they give you health and sometimes spirit light, so why not take it? And speaking of spirit things. Alright, let's push that over there, because I think we can get an easier jump over those spikes afterwards, and then get the second keystone. And with 2 of these, we shall open the spirit gate to allow us into the spirit cavern so we can reach the spirit tree to fly home on Spirit Airlines to watch the movie Spirit while drinking some spirits. You can jump through those as they're opening. It's pretty fun. I want more energy. Can I get some energy? I should have rekindled the Soul Link. It's okay. These enemies aren't hard, I don't think. Honestly, one of the more challenging aspects about fighting enemies is seeing where their projectiles are going, because as much as I like this art style, I think they overdid it with all the particle effects. It's like the one thing about this game's visuals I don't like. And it can make it really hard to tell where enemy projectiles are and make avoiding them really hard as a result. We want to get rid of you, Frogman. He is guarding. A very pretty collectible. Look at that tree pattern on it. I've always liked that. Looks fairly similar to our health bar. I wonder if it's a heart container. Almost said I wonder if it's a life cell. We don't know what life cells do. They're heart containers. You can now retain more vitality. Find more life cells to increase your survivability. Oh, it's just maximum equip load. Lame. Blackroot Burrows is back the way we came. There was that ledge past the spirit well that we couldn't climb because we can't climb up walls yet anyway. Hollow Grove that way, Spirit Caverns this way. Spirit Caverns is the only place we can go right now. Everything else is out of reach. And what do you know? They're right in here. Yeah, some caverns these are, right? I didn't expect the caverns to be basically giant open forests, man. It's another spirit gate here. We don't have any keystones though. Well, we can do that fun and satisfying sound effect. I don't know why I always like doing that. All right. Get rid of you. Those will hurt if we touch them. Get rid of that Porcuslime. And that one, oh, actually completely safe on the, oh, no, we're not. Okay. Fine then. Oh, I wasted that energy pickup. I didn't realize I had a point of energy. I thought I still had none. I'll wait before saving, because even though we don't have much health, we could die fairly quickly to things. I have faith that we will make it. Hopefully. Let's see what's down this way.
Ori, this is a map stone, one of the many ancient markers created to chart the Forest of Nibel as it grew. There's a piece missing. If we can find the map stone fragment, we might be able to repair it.
Man, this is where train stations got their maps from. Your inspirations came all the way from the old ancient forest of Nibel. Don't have the mapstone fragment, so let's grab this instead. It's a keystone. One of the 2 we need to get, so we'll have to have gone down there eventually. Sorry about my speech. I'm messing up my speech a lot today. This is the first genuine commentated playthrough video I've recorded in a while, though, so I guess I have to get back into the spirit of things, not to keep hammering in spirits, but that's just what it is. All right, let's save right here. This isn't a bad spot. And kill you. Jump over your spikes and thorns and whatnot. Kill all you. I guess we're jumping over the spikes and thorns and whatnot, although I'm not jumping, so I don't know. Got hit by something. Yeah, I don't know. Avoiding enemy projectiles when there's this much happening, like, look at these explosions. You think you could see through them? Yeah, it can be really hard, so. Good thing they just keep resupplying us with health every step of the way. Now, what is down here?
The light of the spirit tree lives in all of us. He is the reason we're alive. He's the reason we grew. When he called out to find you many years past, we were attacked, wounded, and killed by our foe. Now these ancestral trees are all that's left behind. Come closer now, and feel the light of feel. Very good pun, Sign. The spirit inside.
You've learned Wall Jump! To use this ability, push the knob toward a wall and press A continuously to leap upward. That really doesn't look like a control stick, I'm sorry. I mean, there's nothing else that it could possibly look like, but still. Use that on the wall to the left and you get a free energy cell. I think the game saves after picking up the ability, so I don't feel the need to do it again, and besides, we're gonna get out of here really quick. And, I forgot to say this before, but the sign here is the light and eyes of the spirit tree, and yet she's lost in the middle of nowhere. I don't know about you, but I call that a bad sign. Alright. Climb back up the way. We just got an ability point, so we can, get the, combat upgrade, which is a really good combat upgrade. You'll see it very shortly. We just gotta climb a little further. And can't do it. Hold on. Gotta get you out of the way. There we go. Can't do it when enemies are nearby. Allows you to shoot 3 flames before recharging. Ordinarily, we can only shoot 2. I'd like to try a playthrough this game where you don't get any of those upgrades and see how much harder it is. Probably a lot harder, honestly. Some of the later enemies can have lots of health. Hello, Bowser's Castle obstacles here. Jeebus. I see that. Give me that small spirit light container. How do I know it's small? Because the game would have told me a message if it was any bigger, and it didn't. Okay, let's save right here, why not? I don't know why I broke that energy thing. I need to be better about that. One of these days I'm gonna run out of energy. If I keep that up. It's best to save those things. Don't just break them right away until you need them. Okay. And we see the second keystone we need. And something else that's not out of reach, actually. For a second, I thought it was. More pustules in our way. They don't do this very often, but they just do it at the beginning of the game to get, I don't know, to get in what it's worth. Just to know, make you feel like you're breaking through all the corruption that's taken over the forest. Hello? Okay. That's that guy down there. Mapstone fragment. Let's take it back to the mapstone, and while we do that, listen to this music. I consider it a federal crime that this music doesn't play in-game very loudly whatsoever. Who decided that was a good idea? I'll probably have popped in the soundtrack version so you can actually hear it. Let's open the Spirit Gate and press on. Spirit Caverns is basically the first level of the game. There are many dungeons like this, many obstacle courses that you go through, which is why it's debatable whether or not this counts as a true Metroidvania. I mean, it has all the same elements, but hey, what is and what isn't a Metroidvania is a really annoying debate, and we can debate about that for years, so how about instead we just enjoy the video game? There we go. Alright, we got these fireballs we have to jump over. Ori's jump can be a little floaty and difficult to get used to because of, like, the air movement isn't that tight at all. Like, you can't change directions that fast. You can change directions, but, you know, not that fast. That's a very big, cool-looking thing up there. Looks like an even bigger spirit light container. Didn't mean to fall, but that's just what happened. Alright, we want to jump past that. You cannot kill those things. They are just level hazards. And now, interesting looking ledge here. And an interesting looking thing beyond it. Wonder if there's a secret wall.
These energy gates were sealed by the spirits of the past. If we collect enough energy cells, they will open a path.
This energy door requires 4. We definitely don't have enough. Oddly, this is the one and only time Sign ever points out this energy door, and it's easily missable. I mean, I've missed it on subsequent playthroughs at first, and she doesn't say anything if you run across another energy door. That's the only one she's triggered to say anything about. It's very weird. Alright, upwards we go. Jump past these fireballs. Or they're not really fireballs, are they? They're like... What are they? They look like plasma. Actually, I don't know what plasma looks like, so maybe I shouldn't say that. Got 3 keystones. Guess the next door must require more than 2. Probably, just an educated guess, but it probably takes 4. Okay, jump this way. I think we could honestly make it all the way up on this. Yep, we can. Take the 4 keystones. Let's go onward. Into the glade past the caverns.
Ori, the spirit tree. He must have used the last of his strength to save you. Come now and hear our story. It was the night of the light ceremony. It was our light that she hated. You received the spirit tree's light. He put our fate in your hands. Listen carefully now, for you must understand. The spirit tree sustained the 3 elements of light, and in turn they brought balance and kept Nibel safe. The element of waters, high atop the Ginso tree. The element of winds, deep within the forlorn ruins. The element of warmth, beneath the fires of Mount Horu. To restore Nibel to its former self, we must rekindle their light before it's too late. The first we will find beyond the spider coves, atop the tree where the waters once flowed.
An objective marker, my sense of adventure is ruined! Okay. New objective, find the Ginso tree. With our full objective in hand, we're not ending this video just yet. You know, it's me, I have to make my videos long. Before we leave, enjoy this music. I'm probably going to be saying that a lot, giving you music to listen to. This soundtrack is incredible. I freaking love it. Especially within the game.
Be careful, Ori. The ground is unstable.
What? I can stand on it just fine. It doesn't matter. I can jump on it all I want to. I can breakdance on this thing, and it will not give way. But this guy, on the other hand, breaks it open for us. Oh yeah, we're in the Hollow Grove or something. Alright. Kill you to death. Kill you to death. Kill you to death. I'm a very murderous Ori, although that's not really Ori doing that, is it? I guess, as the player, you're controlling both Ori and Sign, which is kind of interesting. Also, I know many people might pronounce her name Sane, and I did for a while as well, but I heard a pronunciation Sign recently and looked it up, and it's probably the correct one. It's a German name, so that's what I'm going with.
Anno, the spirit that died here, was strong and courageous. Listen to his voice. He was able to focus our light and heal one mask of health.
I'm sure, right? Right? You've learned Charge Flame. Okay, that's not what I thought. Use this ability, hold X to charge, and release X to detonate and damage everything in proximity. Using any of these ancestral trees refills your health and energy, so no need to take that energy over there. Also, another one of those giant orbs of spirit light down there. Now we charge up and bam! Those are used to break through these doors, which we saw one in the previous area. We can actually just go right over there and open that if we want, but we'll be quickly blocked off by other things. Just mild spoiler, and plus, that's not the direction of our objective. Come on. Okay, now, is there a crystal down here? I think there might be. No, there's this. Large spirit-like container. Am I about to get an ability point? Yes, okay, good. I was about to say, if I am just one little prick off of an ability point, I swear. Oh, that refilled my... Okay. Let's open this up then. Bam. It too gives a little glow whenever you're close enough to blast it. And this opens the way back down to the entrance to the Spirit Caverns. We have no real reason to go over here, so let's just go up this way instead. Let's also save. Oh, and let's also get an upgrade. Let's see, what we got? Increases the strength of the Spirit Flame. I don't think we need that just yet. I found it! We can focus our soul, or our energy close enough. Yeah, this... When I played Hollow Knight for the first time, the focus ability really reminded me of creating a Soul Link. I know that it's probably not inspired by that. Hollow Knight's been in the works for a long time, and Ori came out during its development, so I doubt that they shared many similarities. But yeah, just the fact that you hold the B button on a controller anyway to, you know, have your character do this little crouch and wind up into a big burst of light, and then you have something happen, have something useful happen as a result. It's just, you know... If you reduce it down to that, then they're pretty similar, but the actual things that they do and the purposes that they both serve are very, very different within the actual games. You can see an energy cell through the wall there. Oh, don't slide down, come on. Okay. Jump on, jump back out. Please do it. Okay. Just to note, I am playing this with controller, as you could probably tell, and I recommend you do the same. I usually wouldn't because, like... Oh, hello. I like to call this enemy Minecraft Slime, because check it out. Yeah, it's just a Minecraft Slime, basically. Because usually I don't like it when a game is, requires controller to play well or to do anything. Unfortunately, this is one of those games. Because, like... If you're playing on PC, you got a keyboard right there in front of you, a mouse and keyboard, and I love controlling games with mouse and keyboard. It's really fun most of the time. But some games are better to play with controller, and this is one of them. There's a reason. Right now, honestly, it's not that different whether you play keyboard or not, but later on, there are abilities we get that are better, where it is better to use a controller for, because without it, it's, it honestly, like, I think the game's possible to beat that way, but it's a lot harder, so it's not really worth it. I'll leave this open. Oh, okay, let's, blow that up, and then let's go back. This is a bigger crystal, so it's probably gonna give us 2. Yeah, the main reason I'm not such a big fan of, oh, hold on. Spooder area. Very spooky. Anyway, the main reason I'm not a big fan of games requiring controller to play well is because, like, it's just an extra accessory on top of how expensive PC gaming already is. Like, why do I need to go get a controller for a console to play a PC game? I don't like that. I don't like doing that ever. Here's an energy door. It, too, requires 4 energy cells. We cannot do anything with it yet. I think we can try to put the cells in, but we'll run out quick. We can't do any more than that. And the door will thankfully return it to us. I can't believe I just voice cracked. That's the first voice crack I've experienced in years. I'm still in puberty, I guess. Okay, we got that little lantern right there. You know, I've always heard people, like, all the time. What? Why did I detach from the wall? What the hell? A life cell right down here. We now have 5 little orbs of health. I've always heard people say all the time that puberty is a really rough time and, like, going through it is all hell, but I don't know. I guess I'm weird, but because it wasn't that bad for me. Like, I didn't think it was that bad. I did not find it that rough of a time period. Okay. Got energy dude here. I think before I blow that up, I want to do this. Kind of a subtle, blow-upable charge flame rock there, and that detaches the thing, to make it fall all the way down. And you have respawned. One of the, more annoying things about this game is how the enemies respawn if you go 2 feet away from them. It's fine, and I mean, like, they give you spirit light, so obviously there's the option to grind off of them, so it's good that they respawn, but still. And also you get health from them. Still, I wish you could go a little farther away before they respawned. Now this creates a platform for us to step on down here. Without it, we could not have done anything about those spikes right there. We would just fall into those spikes and died. Instead of that, let's go grab this energy cell and save, why not? With the new energy cell we've picked up. We're gonna be getting upgrades to our health and stuff constantly, if you can't tell. This is not a very long game whatsoever, and I like it that way. Yeah, some Metroidvanias do benefit, like, especially Super Metroid and, you know, the main Metroid games do benefit from being really short, so they can be fun to kind of go in and make a route around the game to clear it as efficiently as possible. That was one of the more fun aspects for this game, finding the ways to 100% it as efficiently as I could. I don't know if I'll be able to demonstrate a very good route here, because I do forget about some collectibles sometimes, but yeah. After a room as rough as that, definitely say, ow. That does 2 damage to me, wow. Alright. Use these bounce pads. These things will fall on you in an attempt to explode and crush you, or I guess not really crush you if they're exploding you. They crush you with the power of explosions or something. Okay, we got an ability point. Let's go back and get an upgrade. What we got? Makes most pickups show on the map. Sure. I'll take that. Let's see what that does. Yeah, it'll show us spirit light containers as well as energy doors and ancestral trees. Those may have always been there, but I don't know. The map is automatically filling out as we go to areas, but thankfully it is very easy to fill out. You don't have to go into every little corner of the map to get all of the map filled out, thankfully. Both this and Hollow Knight do a map system in a Metroidvania right, because, like, if I wanted to fill out the full map in, say, Castlevania Symphony of the Night, or even, like, or any of the other Castlevania games, you have to get, like, each individual map square of map, and it's just so annoying. Got an odd-looking post here in the middle of an illusory wall. Or I guess I should say behind an illusory wall. Also, that's not what they're called in this game. They're probably not called anything, just secret areas that the foreground blocks off. That's a little... I don't know what animal that is, honestly, if it's trying to be any animal, but it spits a projectile at you. Jump to avoid it. Ah, this shell thing here takes 0 damage from our regular shots. How about our charge shot? Oh my god, I took out the thing above. There's a spirit light container above. Those little pods just contain some loot, nothing special. Mapstone fragment right here. And a spirit light container that's out of reach. It wasn't until I replayed this game that I realized just how many things the game keeps out of reach from you until you can get later abilities. It does have a lot of Metroidvania elements in that way, but, you know, it's a lot more linear than most. Let me kill you. I don't know why these are here. Killing them doesn't really do anything, because there's still spikes there, and those spikes you can't kill. Those spikes are immortal beings. This path, you can go here, but again, you'll quickly run into a dead end, and the enemies over there are strong, so I think instead, I'll just grab this map stone fragment and go unlock the map. And also, if we check the map, our objective is this way, so. There isn't much you can do by ignoring the objectives. Like, any path you can go down it and sort of ignore the objectives that way. Careful not to fall on this guy. This enemy has a bit of mean placement. Anyway, if you ignore the objective, there's not many places you can go while doing so it's probably best to just go where you need to. Let's see what we got. Oh, this fills out, okay, this fills out the rest of that. Now that takes us up to the Triforce or something, or a little stone that Coraline uses in the movie anyway. Coraline is so good. I read the book too, and although the book has a lot more creepy things in it, I definitely think that Coraline, the movie, is one of the best movie adaptations of a book I've seen. It is like a good example of child-friendly horror. None of this Poppy Playtime crap. Poppy Playtime isn't completely crap, it's just, I also don't really like it that much, but anyway. Thornfelt Swamp. We are now inside, and I don't think this area gets a title, so that's why I decided to point it out. It does get a sign that points into it, but once you get in, I don't think it has a title on the screen. No, it really doesn't, so, oh god. You know what I should do? Before I die, I should probably, stay alive and then save. Okay, we got a big old rock right here. Only one direction to push it for right now. If we pulled it backwards, we just fall into the spikes and die. Don't do that. Or the thorns. Whatever. They're spikes. I do like the variety of spikes that there are in this game. It's similar to Hollow Knight in that way. Got a spirit well here. No reason not to take it. It'll refill all our stuff, as I've been over. It is worth noting you can access the ability tree from a spirit well. It doesn't show it because it's more concerned about you using it to fast travel like this, which we can do. No reason to for right now, though. Okay. Oh, hang on. Hold on. Don't get stuck, Ori. I have had times where it seems like Ori's about to get stuck there, but then I end up freeing myself, so I think there might be protection against that. Thankfully. That might be one of the bugs early on that was filtered out through playtesting. Oh god. Get out of the way of that. No. Okay, wall jump up here. Kill you. Kill you to death. I don't know why attacking those big Minecraft slimes kills my audio, but it does. A Gumon from the Forlorn Ruins. We must follow his steps. We must get what he stole. What did he steal, though? The water vein, I guess. Without the water vein, the Ginso tree is closed shut. And he took it. Great. Well, I guess we'll have to chase after him next time on Ori and the Blind Forest. Yeah, that's right. I'm actually going to make these videos a reasonable length this time around. Shocking, I know. It's a new development. Anyway, next time on Ori and the Blind Forest, we will do exactly that. Thank you all for watching, if you did, and as always, I will see you all in the future.